Hello friends, welcome back to Too Many Minis. My name's Ozzy. Last week I held an event at Bad Moon Cafe's new venue in Holloway Road, right by Holloway Road tube station. It was 3 games, 1,000 points of Middle-earth strategy battle game, and I made a little video to show you the event. Me and 16 players made their way down to London's sunny Holloway Road to Bad Moon's new store, opened up this month, just about. Underneath the arches of the East Coast Main Line from King's Cross. It's a fantastic venue with great air conditioning. The first scenario was a slightly adjusted version of Cornered, the doubles scenario, with Evil starting in the middle, surrounded by the good forces, and then with their own relief force at the board edge. And despite being surrounded, I think Evil generally had the better of this round. But being 1,000 points, there were just so many fantastic armies on show. You know, these big armies. You could really bring the big stuff. Look, we had 2 Saurons, plenty of trolls, Gandalfs all over the shop. Obviously, your regular amount of Legolas. Thranduil on Elk. There's Sauron again. 2 Mumax or 2 Max. A big old Gundabad contingent. It's really satisfying sized armies. I think that's why I wanted to do a 1,000-point event. With this edition, it really makes you want to go higher in points. It really makes me want to go higher in points so you can fit more stuff in. And I think this is probably the first 1,000-point event held in London. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But I don't remember another 1,000-point event in London. Because it's not really practical in London. Often we need to cram people into smaller spaces and, tables are at a premium. And also people don't have as much space at home to keep big armies. So we generally pay lower points, I reckon, than in the rest of the country. But this was great to get these big armies out on the table. I brought some of my terrain down. This is some of my terrain. But they've got excellent terrain in Bad Moon. This is their Rohan stuff, and they've got generic ruins for every table, and that's great stuff. There's James' legendary Fell Beast conversions. At lunch, we got everyone to put their armies down for voting his Kieran McGrand's fantastic Gundabad force. So he got to bring all the big beasts. The lovely Return of the King. Bit of White Hand. I think this was Army of the Great Eye. You've got the Great Eye marker there, Tom Rolls, and lovely stuff. Some great trolls. Steve Keen's fantastic conversion of LSR, leading Men of the West. Some lovely banners and objective markers at the back. James's phenomenal Ring Wraith conversions. And a great Troll Chieftain converted up from leader. Lovely objective markers down the front. Another great Blackgate army. Callum Harbison's Thranduil, and he's got these fantastic objective markers that he's made up. This is Robert Lindsay's 2 Mumax list with a nice big display board to fit them both on. And one of the Mumax had a quite heavily converted Haldo, and really nice. Make it a bit different. Callum Rutter's excellent Paths of the Druidan. It was a great conversion, and great to see all the Wozes out there. Here they are smashing through a breach in the wall. Ollie Mizik had this fantastic Ent army, and 1,000 points you can get 8 Ents, including all the heroes. And he's got the new Birch Seed there. Beautiful. And some lovely little tree stump objectives. Matt Pearson He's got lovely objective markers. He's always good for that. A lovely board, big Sauron, and a pretty fearsome Barad-dûr force. Love this Phil Trollins. It's from Darren Pearce. Scenario 2 was a custom one that I called Like Herding Cats, where you had civilians, like this shepherd and his sheep, and you had 5 civilian objective markers, which would move each turn before the players moved. They would move d6 inches, and you rolled a scatter dice to see which way they go. And I thought this would be really fun. I think people enjoyed it. I think I got the layout of the deployments a bit off because we were playing on 6x4s and there's probably a bit too much space. But I really like the idea of civilians. I like the idea of a more populated Middle-earth with normal people, and it was cool. You basically had to like try and surround them or trap them against a wall or something so that you could keep them. The Moomak accidentally ran over one of them and took them out of the game. But it gave you something a bit different to do. Some people were chasing all over after them. Some people tried to sort of surround them in the middle and keep what they had. It was great to go around and look at all the games. A lot of fun. A lot of people very messy this round. Then scenario 3 was the reverse of scenario 1. So again, it was cornered in the middle, but it was this time good cornered in the middle, surrounded by evil, with a relief force coming in from the board edge. And this made for some quite different results, and good really came back in this one. Across the board, good were winning this one, whereas in previous ones, evil had been winning, with some exceptions that Ents did particularly well. But the idea was to balance it out, so you had an asymmetrical scenario, but you played it from both sides. Then with 3,000-point games completed, it was on to the awards. Last place got a We Lost It Precious dice. Favourite game got All Shall Love Me and Despair, and then the losing side of Good and Evil got Too Many Ones dice, and the winning side got these Islington Council official dice. I also handed out a handful of £10 vouchers for Bad Moon Cafe.
Right then, thank you all for coming down to the lovely North London, the best side of London. As you can see, it's a lovely venue. And isn't it great here? It's fantastic. And apart from apparently one table, very well air conditioned. What one should we do first? Let's start with the spoon.
The winner.
Not hotly contested. The wooden spoon and just We Lost It Precious dice. Might be the second one for his collection, I think. Is we'll go for favourite game. Favourite game was tied between Ed and Robert Lindsay. They got all their votes. 3 out of 3 favourite games. That's awesome. The tiebreaker is who plays higher, and that is Ed. So, favourite game goes to Ed Langley. There you go, sir. And you get the All Shall Love Me and Despair. Despair. The best display board was contested, but definitely the winner was Callum Rutter. Nice one. The objectives, hotly contested, but the winner was Callum Harbison. Beautiful objectives. Conversion, again, really close. There's 1 vote in it. But a big shout out to Steve Keane for coming second. But the winner was Mr. James Ellis with his multi-award winning Bell Beast. I'm going to do these two together. Single model and best army weren't that close. They both go to Ollie Mizik for his fantastic edge. Well deserved. Very well deserved. Fantastic stuff. Now to go to, how many things have I got left? A winner. We'll do the individual winner, which was not. It wasn't as close as I thought. The winner, individual winner, is Mr. Matt Pearson. Great stuff. You just get the same as the other winners, you know, because it's only winning. And then maybe most importantly, the good versus evil, and that kind of went how it was supposed to go. Right, the first one was lopsided, and evil got well out in front. Second game, evil continued their lead, but third game, good came back hard, but ultimately wasn't enough. The darkness has prevailed. The world has been swallowed in a second darkness, and evil has won. So could I have all the evil generals to receive their Islington Council dice? Here you go, guys. Take a die. Official Islington Council municipal dice. There you go. You came to Islington and you conquered. And then for the good guys, you get the too many ones dice to celebrate your failure, glorious failure. So who's on the good side? You're on the good side. He's taking them all. Yeah, the highest placed good player was Ollie with his Ents. Really? Yeah, and that's all from me. I think we're going to be doing too many mini Mondays every other Monday here. Just come and hang out, play Middle Earth, play whatever. We can organise that either through the LWG chat or on my Discord. Big thanks to Pepe for sorting out a spreadsheet, and James for spreadsheeting on the day. And a massive thanks to the staff. And safe journey home. Today.
It was a lovely day. I like hosting events. I think it's more fun when you have two of you doing it and you can sit around and chat in between while everyone else is busy playing games. But it was lovely stuff. Great people came down. I loved seeing all the huge armies. Love that. Although I think next time I do an event, I'll probably do smaller armies just to get more people in and make it a bit more accessible. But I did love having the 1,000-point armies out there, and I hope someone else runs a 1,000-pointer in London so I can go and play at it. Massive thanks to everyone who came down. Massive thanks to my Patreons, Matt, Lynx, Rob and Michael. If you're interested in backing the Patreon, it's from £2 a month. There's some perks. It helps me do the channel and much appreciated. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think of all the armies on display. And I hope to see you next time. Thanks. Bye.